Welcome to today's virtual card training hosted by Department of General Services Statewide Travel Program. My name is Noncal and I will be your presenter for today. We're going to go over the virtual card benefit that I hope it will bring to your department. We will then talk about what exactly are the virtual card accounts and how it works. We will then look at how to make reservations, what changes within Concur and so on. We're going to talk about the changes in cancellation if you need to make any modification. We'll go into the check-in, check-out process. We'll look at the mobile application that's available for the traveler. I'll look at different situations and scenarios that your traveler may run into and how to resolve these issues. What we hope this virtual card program going to bring to your department is first, going to relieve your traveler from floating the cost of business travel. It will give your department the ability to direct bill your hotel. The second benefit, it will reduce the amount or even the needs for travel advance from your traveler due to the fact that now hotel will be direct billed to the department. Now let's do a deep dive into what exactly are the virtual card number. The virtual card number is a 16-digit virtual card that will be assigned per hotel reservation that you have booked either in Concur or with CI Azumano agent. This virtual card will come with its own 16-digit card number, expiration date, CVV code, and it will always be issued as a Visa due to the fact that US Bank is our current travel payment services. With this virtual card, the only type of expenses that it will cover at the hotel will be room, tax, resort fees, and parking. When you check into the property, the front desk staff will ask you for a personal credit card for your incidental charges. These will be mostly your personal charges. If there's room services, any accidents or anything like that, that will go under incidental. Each one of your hotel reservations will be issued a new and unique virtual card number. So please do not attempt to take this card and reuse it as another property. If you need to book a new reservation, please go through the proper channel. Now let's talk about the backend security that we have put in place for this program. This virtual card that we issued for your reservation is MCC specific. And what that stands for is Merchant Category Code. What that means is the virtual card that we issue for your reservation will only be valid at the hotel property. So please do not attempt to take this card and use it at another location or at a different vendor. The card will decline. The virtual card also is amount specific, so there is only a very specific amount of credit that will be issued onto these virtual cards. And how the amount is calculated is based on the number of nights multiplied by the nightly rates that you have booked at. And then the date specifics and the 30/5 rule. This is going to touch more on when the card will be activated for the hotel to charge. What we currently have is set up at the moment is that the virtual card will only be activated 30 days before your check-in date, and it will expire 5 days after the checkout date. You can book further than 30 days based on the system, but the virtual card that will be issued for your reservation will not be activated until 30 days before check-in, and it will expire 5 days after the checkout date. Now let me give you a quick summary about how the entire process works, and then we'll do a breakdown of each one of these components. So first is booking. You can book your hotel either through Concur, or you can reach out to the travel management company, which is CI Azumano, and then let the agent know that you would like to virtually pay for the hotel. As soon as you complete that reservations, the system will automatically send a credit card authorization form to the hotel property on the day of the booking is made, and then again on the day of the check-in. On your check-in date, you will just check in as normal. Let the front desk staff know a credit card authorization form was sent over, provide them the last four of the card for them to locate it. Once they have to locate everything, you want to provide your personal credit card for incidental, and then go ahead and complete your check-in. At checkout, you want to talk to the hotel front desk to request 2 hotel receipts. The first hotel receipt will provide you the breakdown of that room, tax, resort fees, and so on. Those are going to be paid by the virtual card. The second hotel receipt is going to provide you those personal charges, so those incidental charges. And a lot of time it might just be a zero balance because you did not incur any charges. So that's a very quick rundown of how the entire process works, all the way from booking to check-in and then check-out. Now let me do a deep dive in each one of these sections. So first, booking. There are two channels for you to book your reservation utilizing the virtual card. One, you can reach out to the current TMC and let the agent know that you would like to virtually pay for the hotel. Or you can log into your Concur profile and then you can book your reservation that way. If you are booking for a non-profiler traveler, meaning that you're booking for a guest, somebody who do not have a Concur profile, in order for you to utilize this form of payment, you have to call into CI Azumano. If you're a travel arranger where the traveler do have a Concur profile, then you should be able to book within Concur for them without any issues. So the key part here is if they don't have a profile, you have to call it in. If they do, you should be able to book for them through Concur. So now I'm going to show you an example of what the credit card authorization form look like when it gets sent over to the hotel property. Go ahead and look at on the left side at the very top of the credit card authorization form, it will contain CI Azumano contact information. In the event if there's any issues, there was something wrong with the form, the hotel will have CI Azumano contact and they will be able to reach out to CI Azumano directly. CI should be able to assist the hotel with whatever issues they are having. If they are unable to assist, they will notify the travel coordinator and the traveler so that you guys can assist in resolving the issues. At the next section, you're going to have the basic check-in information and then your department billing address. As you go down to the bottom section, this is where it's going to start listing the payment restrictions and some of the special message that we have for the hotel. The first one is right here under payment restriction. It will let the hotel know that the card cannot be charged until check-in. Then please provide the folio to the guest at checkout. The only type of charges that are allowed will be room tax, resort fees, and self-parking. The bottom of the form will include the full virtual card number, including the card number, expiration date, and CVV code. This credit card authorization form will automatically get sent to the hotel property twice, on the day when the booking is made and then again on the day of check-in. Now I'll show you a quick video of what it looked like when you actually go through Concur and make your reservations. We only gonna need hotels, so we go directly to the hotel section. If you have air and car, we always recommend you book air first, and then you should be able to add your hotel and your car rental reservation afterward. Once you have selected the area that you want to look for the hotel, it will populate. You want to review the top section of this page where it will have your specific department, any policy. So review that, and if you are good with the policy, go down to the bottom and start looking for different room available. Once you have see the room, you like the options, you want to look at the rules and the cancellation policy. You need to cancel. You want to make sure you cancel in a timely manner, or else your department will get charged for a cancellation fee. Now select the hotel property. It will take you to this review and reserve page where you will be able to verify all the information you have selected so far. Select your hotel program. The method of payment is going to depend on how your department have it set up. If your department have it at mandatory, the form of payment will automatically default to the virtual card for you and you do not need to select anything. If your department have it as optional, you want to make sure you look at this method of payment carefully and ensure that the drop down is select onto the virtual card and not your personal credit card. If you make an error and you use your personal credit card instead and you want a virtual card to be deployed and pay for your hotel, all you need to do is to reach out to CI Azumano and they will be able to redeploy a new card for you. All of this information you can verify within the itinerary, and I will show you that later when I go over the document that the traveler will receive. You want to make sure you review all the information carefully, agree to the cancellation policies, and then hit continue, and that will reserve your hotel. The next section will be about the preferred hotel program that we recently rolled out beginning of 2025. We recommend that all of our travelers book at these hotel property because they are in a contractual relationship with us where they will accept the virtual payment. Your traveler shouldn't be running into any issues if they book at these property. If they do not book at these property, they book at other hotel property that are not preferred or most preferred, there is a chance where the hotel may have their own policy, or they may not accept this form of payment, or they may require an additional form. To avoid all that headache, I highly recommend for you to book at the preferred hotel or the most preferred hotel. You can tell this by looking at the hotel itself, and right under the hotel name, there will be an indicator for you. This is just an example of what it would look like. It will have a message under there to explain to you what this means. Book at these most preferred hotel and preferred hotel as much as possible, because they will guarantee that they will accept the virtual payment without any issues. Now let's talk about changes and cancellations. If it's pre-trip and if you need to make any changes, any modification, you are able to go do so within the online booking tool Concur. However, if you are mid-travel, I highly recommend for you to reach out to CI Azumano, and they will be able to assist you in making these changes and cancellations. They are available 24/7, so you don't have to wait. They should be able to assist you in making those modifications. We advise against reaching out to the hotel directly to make these changes. The reason why is because if you need to extend a day or two, the hotel will be more than happy to extend your reservation for you. But when the hotel trying to charge the virtual card at checkout, the card will decline due to the fact that the hotel now attempting to charge more than what is originally allowed on your reservation. I also want to emphasize this virtual payment method does not change your department policy or the hotel policy. When you complete the reservation, you have agreed to those cancellation policies. So if you need to make any cancellation, please make sure you cancel it within a timely manner, or your department will incur cancellation fees. When you check into the front desk, there's a couple of terminology that we recommend you guys to use. Some of them are pre-authorized, prepaid, company pay, and so on. You want to provide your personal credit card for any incidental charges. This is a requirement by the hotel where they do need that second form of payment for any incidental or any damages that may happen to the room. It's a hotel standard practice. If you run into any issues, if the hotel cannot find a form and whatnot, there's a couple options for you. Option 1, if you have the Conferma app, you are able to open up the app and resend that credit card authorization form. If you don't have the app, you will need to reach out to your travel coordinator for further assistance. If you are booking at one of the preferred or most preferred hotel and you are having issues about the virtual card, please let us know so that we can work with our hotel analysts and the hotel property to ensure that this doesn't happen again. One of the requirements in order for them to join is that they must accept the virtual payment. However, if you are checking in at a hotel that are not preferred or most preferred, you may run into some issues. One of my biggest suggestions for you is that you are able to call the hotel property before your check-in date to confirm with the hotel if they have received all the proper documents. For all traveler, regardless if you have the app or not, you will receive a couple documents to your email. One of that document is called the Conferma Payment Voucher, where it will provide you your basic check-in information, the last four of the virtual card, the expiration date, and check-in information. So you should be able to use this document with the hotel property front desk to verify your reservation. Beside that Conferma Payment Voucher, you also should be getting an itinerary. Your itinerary coming from Concur or CI Azumano will have a line item at the bottom to let you know if a virtual hotel payment was selected. If you select your personal credit card or a different form of payment, it will let you know that. And if you want to change the form of payment, you will be able to reach out to CI Azumano and request those changes. Those are the two documents that all travelers will be getting to their email address, regardless if you have the app or not. This should also provide plenty of information for you to check into the property. The next few slides I'm going to talk about the Conferma app is highly recommended, but it is not a requirement in order for you to use the virtual card. So if you don't have a business phone and you do not want to put another app on your phone, that's perfectly fine. You don't need to do that. For those of you that want to be able to help yourself or be able to resolve some of the issues at check-in, this Conferma app is something that we highly recommend. The two requirements in order for you to utilize this app is that 1, you need to have a Concur profile. 2, you need to make sure when you register for the app, you are using the same email address you have in your Concur profile. Some of the nice feature about this app and what it will do for you is that there's going to be 3 key features. Feature number 1, the app will allow you to see the full car number, the expiration date, the CVV code, all of that information on your check-in day. Beside that, you will also be able to see the message history between the hotel property and the system to see where that credit authorization form have been sent. If you want to resend a credit authorization form, then that will be feature number 3. The app will allow you to change the form of communications or resend that credit authorization form to the same communication that it was sent. One thing that I want to emphasize again is that the virtual card number, the card detail itself, will not appear or available for you to see until check-in. Everything else you should be able to see as soon as you complete your reservation within Concur. Let's talk about the checkout process. We highly recommend you go down to the front desk to check out. If you check out through the app or email, the hotel may not give you all the necessary receipt or document. Ask the front desk staff to give you 2 hotel receipts, one for the room and tax and then the other one for the incidental. You should be able to upload that receipt back to your accounting department by using that Conferma app. If you don't have the app, that's okay. You should be able to email the receipt to your accounting or your supervisor or your travel expense claim team or whoever it is that need the receipt for their reconciliation purposes. You want to make sure that you collect this receipt and provide back to your department. I'm going to show you a screenshot of what it looked like in the app when you try to upload the hotel receipt. Go back to that original trip and scroll all the way to the bottom. You should see the 2 options. Click on add receipt and that's going to take you to this section right here where you can either upload a file, take a photo of the receipt that you have in front of you. As soon as you complete that, it will automatically send to the backend system that your accounting team will have. They will be able to download these hotel receipts that you have submitted. For this next section here, I'm going to go into the different situations and scenarios that some of these travelers have run into and how to resolve them. The hotel does not accept my credit card authorization form. If you book at any other hotel that are not preferred or most preferred, you may run into this issue. If they don't accept the form, all you need to do is ask the hotel property to provide their own form, and you will be able to complete that form using the information on the app or ask your travel coordinator for the information. If you are booked at a prefer and most prefer and you run into this situation, make sure you notify us as statewide travel program. We can work directly with that hotel property regarding their current contract with us to make sure that they fix the issue so that the next time somebody's staying at this property, they wouldn't run into the same problem. Next is what happened if I need to shorten or extend my stay. So if you remember the section where we talk about changes and cancellation, if you need to make any modification, if it's pre-trip, you can go through Concur. If it's mid-traveling, then you have to call CI Azumano. Next is what happened if the hotel will not give me both hotel receipt. If the hotel refuses to provide you the hotel receipt, you will have 3 options. Option 1, you can try and explain to the hotel this was paid by your department, so you need the receipt for reconciliation purposes. If that doesn't work, leave the hotel property and call them either the day of or the following day and ask to speak with the accounting department. The accounting department will be able to provide you the receipt as long as you provide the last 4 of the car, traveler name, and so on. If the accounting department are giving you issues also, then your last resort, contact your travel coordinator for further assistance, be able to assist you in getting the necessary receipt from the hotel property. Number 4, what if the virtual card declines? If the hotel ever tell you that the car is declining, please make sure you reach out to your travel coordinator directly to notify them so that they can reach out to US Bank to find out why the car is declining. It could be because the account is suspended or there wasn't enough fun when the hotel trying to charge more than what is allowed. There's a lot of reason why it could be declining, and the best way to resolve it is to let your department travel coordinator know so that they will be able to reach out to US Bank to find out. Last but not least, if the VCN fails and is not accepted by the hotel property, the traveler should be prepared the possibility of having to use your personal credit card. Not all hotel property is on the preferred hotel program. So if you are booking at hotel that are not preferred or most preferred, they may have their own policy. They may not accept the virtual card. If you are booking at preferred and most preferred hotel, you should not be running into this issue. If you are, let us know so that we can work with the hotel to get it fixed. There's gonna be two different channels for you to utilize the virtual card. You can either go through the online booking tool Concur, and you can access on caltravel.ci Azumano. You can call the agent directly at the 877 number. For any traveler that are using the Conferma app, if you run into any problems, you are able to reach out to the app user at Conferma.com and they will be able to assist you further on any of those issues, such as account lockout, password reset, change phone number, and so on. The app team will be your best bet. If you have any general question about the virtual card program, or if you want to learn more, reach out to us as a statewide travel program, you can visit our website and it will take you directly to the resource page.